Would you be willing to post content and go live if you can earn 600, 900, and $1,400 commissions over and over again? So in this video, I'm going to show you how to do that. Like, do you know like there's a way to earn 600, 900, and $1,400 commissions? Like, how is that possible? Like, you can do that with digital marketing. Okay, this is digital marketing, e-commerce. So what this is like a done for you digital business in a box. Okay. And with this business, you have the potential to earn 600, 900, and $1,400 commissions over and over again, paid directly to you through an automated system. Okay. So if you're new here, my name is Dan. I'm from Michigan and I used to be a monk, and I help everyday men and women make seven figures online without having to work a job. So I've made multiple five figures with this business, thousands of dollars. Like, this is just work from home, passive income, make money online, digital marketing. Okay. And I've made multiple five figures, thousands of dollars with this business. And all I did was set up my business one time. Okay. This is the process that I personally went through to make multiple five figures. Okay. This is exactly what I did. I set up my business one time. Okay. I discovered this business when I was scrolling on social media one day. Before that, the reason I went online to figure out how to make money is because my company cut my pay in half, which was not fun at the time, but it was a good thing. It was a blessing in disguise, right? So my company cut my pay in half, which made me really question my life and like, what am I doing with my life? Like, what kind of life do I really want to live? Do I really want to work a job? No, I don't. Like, I hate jobs. Like, jobs make me sick, literally. I don't like jobs. Jobs are like the worst thing in life. Okay. Do you know like on average, like people spend like 400 to $600 a month in America on gas just to go to a job. Okay. You're paying to go to a job that you don't even like. 80% of people don't even like their job. Do you know there's a lot of expenses that go into jobs? Like, you got to buy clothes, you got to take care of, you need a car, you need to pay for gas, you buy coffee. There's so many things that go into your job. Okay. And what is a job? A job is just, you're just making other people rich, right? That's what employees do. Employees make other people rich. That's what a job is, guys, whether you like it or not. So who are the wealthiest people in the world? Are they employees? Do they have jobs? No. No, they don't. The wealthiest people in the world, guess who they are? They're not employees, guys. They are business owners, entrepreneurs, and they are investors. So if you want to be one of the wealthiest people, or just you just want to be wealthier in general, become an investor and become a business owner. Simple as that. Simple as that, guys. Investors and entrepreneurs are here. Employees are here when it comes to making money. Employees, workers, they're at the bottom. Okay. Just understand the system. And the entrepreneurs and the investors, they're at the top. So, quick, simple fix, guys. Simple fix. If you want to be at the top of the money food chain, become an investor and an entrepreneur. It's such a simple fix, actually, because you can become an entrepreneur today if you wanted to. Because what I'm sharing with you is a business in a box. So you're going to get a done for you digital business where you can earn 100, 300, 600, 900, and $1,400 commissions over and over again. And it's paid directly to you through an automated system, through an automated business that you don't even have to create yourself. You don't have to create anything. You just have to set it up, right? You set it up once. You only have to set up your business one time. And then after your business is set up, what do you need to do? Well, you're following a 2-hour workday. Okay. So what do we teach you to do every day to build your business, to attract customers? That's what we're doing. We're attracting customers. So what we teach is post 3 pieces of content a day to social media, minimum, right? You post 3 pieces of content a day. Talking videos, 7-second videos with words on the screen. You can take selfies and put words on the screen. This is all the stuff that I personally do. I do short videos where I'm just talking and I'm just sharing this business with people, but we teach you how to create content like in a relatable way. Okay. So what you're doing is you're promoting a business opportunity that teaches people how to make money online. Now, if you're going to promote something, you want to promote something like in like the most popular niches. So the wealth industry, the health industry, and the relationship industry, these are considered evergreen niches because they will never go out of style, because there's always people that want to make money online. There's always people that want to improve their health, and there's always people that want to improve their relationships. So I'm inside of the wealth industry, right? I teach people how to make money online. I teach people how to make $600, $900, and $1,400 commissions over and over again, simply by reselling digital products that you don't have to create yourself. So I'm in the wealth industry. So if you do this business, you're also in the wealth industry. You teach people how to make money online. That's what we do here, guys. So wouldn't you love to have a digital business in a box that's out there working for you 24/7? Wouldn't you love to make $600, $900, or $1,400 or more in a day? Of course you would. Like, why wouldn't you? It'd be crazy not to. Okay, so just go here, go to sevenfiguremonk.com, guys. If you click on this picture twice, it'll take you to the link in my bio, right? Just go here, sevenfiguremonk.com. Okay, link, like all you got to do is enter your email. And then once you put your email in, just like you're going to go see a video. It's going to there's a thank you video. It's going to break down how this business works. And then you're going to get emails. So you just have to search your folder for the word blueprint because you're going to get emails from me. Okay. And then once you're inside of my automations, you can look around because the same automated system that I'm using is the same automated system that you get to use. Exact same system, guys. The only difference between my system and your system is that mine is branded to me and yours is branded to you. Okay, that's the only difference. Everything else is exactly the same. For example, I'll show you what this system looks like. Okay, so look, check this out. Like if you go to my link, you're going to see a capture page like this. Okay, this is how an automated sales funnel works. So like people go to your link, they're going to see this. They're going to put their email in. Okay, so after you put your email in, what happens is you go here. This is called a thank you page. Okay, so there's going to be a video, right? You watch this video. This video breaks down this business, how it works, how you can make $600, $900, and $1,400 commissions. And then there's going to be testimonies here. Okay. So this video is doing the selling for you, and these wins from our community are doing the selling for you, right? And then they can click on this button here. And if they click on this button, it'll take them to your website, which will look exactly like this. Like you're using the same exact system that I'm using, guys. And we're selling these digital products. Okay. So it says unlock 10 income streams and earn 100% profit from a done for you digital business. That's what you're sharing with people, guys. You're giving people a business opportunity and you're changing lives. See, somebody shared this business with me. Okay. I found this business on Facebook and I've gone out because that person shared this business with me. I've gone on to make multiple 5 figures, thousands of dollars because somebody decided to make a post on Facebook. You understand? And because they did that, they've changed my life. Like I've gone on to make multiple 5 figures and I'm learning all these high income skills that I didn't have before. You understand? So you're sharing this business with people and you're giving people an opportunity to change their life. Now, like you're not going to find anything like, so if you want to like help people, then do this business. If you're not into helping people and you're selfish, then you're not even going to want to do this business, right? You shouldn't even do this business. This business is for people that actually want to help people. Like I'm on a mission to create 1,000 self-made millionaires, right? My brand is sevenfiguremonk.com. Okay. My mission statement. Okay. I help everyday men and women make 7 figures online. Okay. I help everyday men and women make 7 figures online without having to work a job. You understand? See, you need a brand and you need a mission statement. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. We help with suspension promotion your stream. Boo, boo, boo. Okay, whatever. No thanks. No thanks, Global Live. See, that's called spamming, guys. That's when you like, you spam other people's lives and their content and you start promoting your stuff on other people's content and lives. Don't do that because that's amateur. Okay, that's called spamming. And we don't teach that. Like we don't teach you to spam people because it's really amateur and it makes you kind of look kind of silly. So what we teach is attraction marketing, guys. Okay. So instead of like spamming other people's lives and spamming other people's content, trying to pitch your stuff, you create your own content and you create your own lives and you attract people with your own content in your own lives. Okay. See, that's the difference between amateurs. There's a lot of amateurs out there. They don't even know what they're doing because they just haven't gotten the right training. Like we don't teach that, guys. We don't teach, like, you don't have to cold message strangers. You don't have to bother your friends and family. Okay. You don't have to pay for ads. You don't have to spam people. All you have to do every single day is post content and go live on social media. Okay. Now the question is, would you be willing to post content and go live every day on social media if you can make $600, $900, and $1,400 commissions over and over again? Like, would you be willing to do that? That's the question, guys. That's the question of the day. So just go here, sevenfiguremonk.com. If you click on this picture twice, it'll take you to the link in my bio. Okay. If you're willing to post content and go live and look like a fool, like, I mean, I'm not saying you have to look like a fool, but like, like, would you be willing to post just silly videos talking, right? You're not looking like a fool, but like I see people on TikTok, they're like dancing, with videos like, hey, welcome to my live. Let's go. Blue, 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 dancing. Blue, 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 blue. Okay. You can do that. You can do that. Cool. Or you can just create little talking videos, 7-second videos with words on the screen promoting a business. Do whatever you want to do, guys. Do whatever you want to do. Like, why are these people like dancing and like, on their lives? Because they're making money from it. That's why they're doing it. So you can dance if you want. You can even dance and promote this business if you want. Like, I don't really dance so much. I don't care. Obviously, I don't really care how I look because I wouldn't be dancing like this if I cared. But I don't really do that. We don't really teach that. Can you? Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Will I make a dancing video time to time? Yeah, I don't care. Right? See, guys, when you don't care about other people's opinions, you're basically liberated. I don't really care about other people's opinions. I could care less. But I wasn't always like that because I work on myself. So my point is, all you need is Wi-Fi. You just need your phone. Okay, you just need 2 hours a day. Okay, that's all you need to do this business, and you can do it around your schedule. Post content here. There's 30 minutes of content here, 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there, going live from the comfort of your house. Now, this isn't hard work, guys. This isn't hard work. I started watching this movie last night, but then I fell asleep. And there was a movie about like people that are like diving deep in the ocean and fixing pipes in the ocean, guys. In the ocean, risking their lives. That's hard work. That's hard work. This isn't hard work. You're posting content. You're going live from the comfort of your home or anywhere in the world. That's all you're doing. It's simple. But you can make $600, $900, and $1,400 commissions over and over again. And you earn 100% profit. Okay. If you have a job right now, I'm sure your job is harder than this. It's harder than posting content and going live, guys. It really is. But you can't make as much with your job as you can with this. You can make 6, even 7 figures over time, guys. Over time. Of course, results are based on your action. Like everything in life is based on your action. So, but you can potentially make 6 and 7 figures over time and then just live a life of total freedom. That's why I started my business, guys, because I want to live a life of total freedom. I just want to do I want to live like a king. I want to travel the world. I want to drive around in Porsches and Ferraris, go to live events and just live like a freaking king. That's why I started my business. Okay. I couldn't do that at my job. My job wouldn't do that for me. So that's why I was like, okay, I got to figure something else out because this job I'm never going to live like a king with that job, especially after they cut our pay in half. That's not going to happen. So like, is your job allowing you to live like a king or a queen? If it's not, then freaking throw it out the window, man. Toss it out the window. I shared this post recently of Dan Reynolds from Imagine Dragons, and he was given this speech. He's like, my family, they didn't want me to be a musician. They wanted me to be, to be like a doctor and lawyer like my brothers. But my brothers all have school loans and debt, and I'm the richest one in my family. See, guys, it's not about working harder. It's about working smarter. It's about working smarter, guys. So if you want to learn how to work smarter and how to make $600 and $900 and $1,400 commissions over and over again, so you can live a life of freedom, because that's why we do this. We do this to live a life of freedom. Then just go here, sevenfiguremonk.com. Well, I'll show you here. There's a link in my bio, guys, sevenfiguremonk.com. Okay. Why is that my brand? Because I was a monk. I was a monk for 10 years. It seems like a dream because it was a while ago. I was actually a monk for 10 years, guys. In my 20s, like I went through like difficulty. Like I went through a divorce and it was very painful for me. And that led me, long story short, to like becoming a monk because somehow I met monks and then I became a monk. Okay. And then I stopped doing that and I started working. And now, that's why my brand is 7-Figure Monk, because I help everyday men and women make 7 figures. So you guys, you got to figure out your brand. And that's what we teach you how to do. Like you figure out what is your brand? Like, what do you want to be known for? Like, what do you want to call yourself? Like when you start this business, for example, you need a domain, right? You got to go to GoDaddy. You got to set up a domain. So I chose 7-Figure Monk. Why did I choose? Like Actually, guys, inside of our community, we have 47,000 people, 57,000 people in our community. Okay. And we do live events. And then a couple of years ago, I think, was it last year? I don't remember. I think it was 2 years ago. Maybe last year. God, I don't remember. I think maybe last year. Yeah. We went on a cruise. Okay. So I got to meet the creator of this business and her boyfriend, who are both millionaires, by the way. Okay. They both drive Porsches. So I went on a cruise and I met them for the first time. And while we're on that cruise, I was talking to Michelle, who is like the creator of this program. Okay. I was talking to her about this. Hold on 1 second. Let me check the comments. Someone's saying something. What could I do? What could I do? What could I start at? You just start. You just got to get started, right? When I started this business, guys, I was broke as a joke. Broke as a joke. Negative $1,000 in my bank account. That's why I started this business. I didn't start this business because I was rich. I started this business because I was broke. Okay. So you just got to get started. So just go here, sevenfiguremonk.com. Check it out, guys. Sevenfiguremonk.com. Business in a box. Right. So I was on this cruise, okay, with the person that created this program, guys. Her name is Michelle. Right. She's made $10 million, okay, in like 3 years. And she's going to make a lot more. She averages like $100,000 in just, affiliate income, like affiliate offers. She averages like $100,000 in recurring income. She's at 10 million in 3 years. Okay. So I met Michelle on this cruise and I was talking to her boyfriend, and her boyfriend, that like, we're just talking. He's like, "Oh, you're a monk, man. You got to talk about that." And that's when I launched my brand. That's when I thought of the idea, 7-figure monk, when I was on that cruise, hanging out with the millionaires. Okay. So my point is, you need to figure out your brand, and you want to figure out like, who do you help? Like if you go to any company out there in the world, guys, like Apple or whatever, they have a brand, Apple, and then they have a mission statement, right? Like who does that? Like what is their mission statement? Their mission statement is like, they want to have a phone or computer in everybody's house. It's something like that. Okay. So my brand is 7-figure monk. Okay. And my mission statement is, I help everyday men and women make 7 figures online without having to work a job. So now what would your brand be? Like, think about it. Like if you could have a brand and just imagine you're building the business that I'm building. Okay. And you're helping people like make money, because that's what we do. So let's say like, what would you call yourself? Now you can have a simple, like, just like your domain could just be your name. Like my name is Dan Bellin. So I could be danbellin.com, which is great. That's fine. But if you want to think of something else, you can think of something else. But it's good to have your name. But like, then what do you want to be known for? Like I help everyday men and women make 7 figures online. Right? Now, what do you want to be known for? You could be like, I help men, or I help moms, build an online business around their busy schedule. Right? That could be your brand. I mean, that could be your mission statement. Or it could be like, I help dads, make extra income online, working a 2-hour, like working around their schedule, whatever. Okay. Whatever you want. Like, you just got to figure out what is your brand, and then what is your mission statement. Okay. And that's your message. Like I say this in my content all the time. This is like, they teach us how to create our $1 million message. So I say that message all the time. I help everyday men and women make 7 figures online. So you just keep repeating that. Like if, let's say you create a video for TikTok about this business. Let's say you're doing this business, and then you create a video. You can be like, you got to start off with a hook. Like I'll say something like, do you know there's a legitimate way to make $600, $900, and $1,400 over and over again with a done for you digital business in a box? So that'll be my hook. People are like, what? You can make $1,400? Yeah. So you see, not everybody knows you can do this, guys. Did you know that you can make $1,400 in a day? Did you know that? Did you know you can make $600, $900, and $1,400 over and over again? So I'm creating a little awareness. So after I do my hook, then I'll say, if you're new here, my name's Dan. I'm from Michigan, and I help everyday men and women make 7 figures online. And then I'll go into whatever else I'm talking about. Then I can share my story a little bit. I could be like, I discovered this business like back in 2021. My company cut my pay in half. So I decided to figure out how to make money online. And that's when I discovered this business. And then I've gone on to make, multiple 5 figures. I've learned all these high income skills. So if you want to learn more about what I'm doing, just, drop a 1 and I'll share the details with you. So you can share your story, but it doesn't matter if you have results. See, I've made multiple 5 figures, so I talk about it because I have results, right? But if you don't have results, which you won't at the beginning, right? And you don't even have to share your results, really. But if you don't have any results, well, you can just share the wins from our community. And you can just talk about, now I'm learning how to do this. Now I'm learning how to make, $900 commissions or whatever, right? But if you don't have results, also, you can just go into our community, because nobody has results when they start, right? We all start at 0. But you just go into our community right here. I'll just show you proof that this works, by the way. Yeah. So if I go into our community, guys, we got 57,000 people in our community, which is also proof that this works. Because if you want to start this business, it's a one-time investment. Okay. You purchase one of the programs. Now, the only way you can get inside of our community is by purchasing one of these programs, which is proof of why it works. Because look, we got 57,000 people in here. Okay. I don't know if you can see, the number's kind of small, but we got 57,000 people in here. Okay. So that means 57,000 people purchase one of these programs. So how did they find these programs? Because someone like me or somebody else inside of our community was marketing these programs, marketing this business. Okay. That's proof right there. But also I can just show you some real-time wins that are happening right now. Okay. So for example, Renee, she made $600 in one day from the comfort of my home. See? So look, guys, 600 in one day. See, 600 in one day, right? So if you don't have results, all you got to do is share these testimonies. Like I can create a piece of content. I could be like, hey, congratulations. Renee made $600 in one day from the comfort of her home. Okay. By following, let people know how she did that by following our blueprint. So if you want to learn how to make $600, $900, and $1,400 commissions over and over again from the comfort of your home, then comment yes, and I'll share the blueprint details with you. Okay. That's a piece of content, guys. I'm going to do that today, actually, because I haven't been doing any wins recently. I forgot about it. So you just got to post these testimonials because testimonials work. Why do all these companies use testimonials? Like testimonials have been around since the beginning of business because they work. Like I joined this community because of a testimonial. I was on Facebook and then somebody was sharing one of these wins. I saw one of these wins, right? And then I was like, hey, what is this? Like, cause I didn't even know what it was. Like, what is this? Cause I never seen anything like this. Have you ever seen or saw like, have you ever seen like something like this, guys? Like a win like this, $1,400 in a day. See, I never saw like the format of this. It's from it's from school. Okay. There's this platform called School where you can create communities and stuff. So our community is inside of this platform. It's really cool. And we teach you how to actually build a community inside of this platform and how to monetize your community. We also teach that as well. So I was like, what is this? Because I never saw the format. And she's like, yeah, this is part of the community that I'm in. I'm like, send me the details. And that's how I joined this community, guys. So that's proof to you right now that testimonials work. So if the only thing you ever did is just share testimonials, I mean, you would probably get customers. Okay. If this is all you did. So look, here's another win, guys, from Dr. Monica. I guess she's a doctor. We actually have doctors in our community, guys, like doctors that want to build this business. Why? Because doctors, right? You think doctors have a lot of money, but they might have a lot of money, but guess what they don't have? They don't have a lot of time because they have to work all the time. You know what it's like being a doctor, being a nurse. You got to work at the hospital. Like you got to do all these long shifts. So this doctor started this business. Some people think, oh, if I was a doctor, my life would be great. No, that's actually a really hard job. That's why they get paid so much. Your life will be great if you master a 2-hour workday and you make $1,400 commissions over and over again. Then your life will be great. So she started this because she didn't have enough time. She wanted more time with her family. Okay. She didn't start this because she needed more money. See, that's the two biggest problems that people have, which you can talk about in your content. You can actually talk about this because you got to make people aware of their problem and then you got to give them the solution. Okay. So the two biggest problems that people have, you probably have this problem too. I also have this problem because I'm not rich yet. So the two biggest problems that people have is a lack of time and it's a lack of money. Okay. Lack of time means you're working 40 plus hours a week. So you have no time to spend with your family. You have no time to do your hobbies. You have no time to do the things you want to do because you're exhausted. You work all the time and then you get home and like you can't even do anything. That's a lack of time. Okay. The other problem that people have is a lack of money, which is a problem that I have. I don't have a lack of time. I got a lot of time, but I have a lack of money right now, being straight up. I don't have as much money as I want because I want to live the best life. Like I want to live like a king. I want to travel the world. I want to stay in the fanciest places. I want to drive the fancy cars, right? Like I want to do that stuff. So I need money. That's my biggest problem is I don't have the money to do that stuff. I have the time. I got a lot of time, right? Because I work from home. I work around my schedule. Time's not a problem for me. It's money. right? But these are the two problems that people have. They have a lack of time or they have a lack of money or both. So which one do you have, guys? Like, honestly, do you have a lack of time or do you have a lack of money, or is it both? Okay. So we solve these problems. We solve these problems. That's what problem our business solves, because we have a 2-hour workday. Okay. So we teach you how to get your income earning activities finished in 2 hours a day, posting content on social media, going live. That's all you got to do. You can also copy and paste free ads to high traffic websites. We teach you how to do that too. I don't really do that so much because I don't know, it just seems like more effort to me. It's easier to go live and it's easier to post content for me. And it's more fun. That's why I do that. But you can do whatever you want. It's your life, it's your business. But basically, your income earning activities, posting content, going live on social media. Okay, that's all you do. That's how you attract customers. That's how you build your email list, because that's what we're doing. We're teaching you, like, you're going to learn email marketing. So you're going to learn how to build an email list. Okay. So by posting content and going live, you're attracting people, right? And then they go to your link and they put their email in. And then once they're inside of your email automations, as soon as they put their email in, it triggers the email sequence. So they're going to get emails from you every day. And we give you the emails, guys. Like, this is a done for you digital business in a box. So we give you the products, we give you the website, sales funnel, emails, training, community, everything. You just got to set it up. Set it up once. And then once it's set up, it's out there working for you. So they put their email in, it triggers the email sequence. So they're getting an email from you every day, following up. So you're following up with your potential customers, your leads. A lead is a potential customer that you can communicate with. So how can you communicate with your lead? Do you get on the phone with them? Nope, we don't teach that. Do you cold message them? Nope, we don't teach that. You communicate with your leads through your emails. and your emails are automatic, right? So the only time I ever really communicate with people, guys, the only time I communicate with people is when someone like responds to my content. They ask me for more information, then I send them the details. Or if they're on my lives and they ask me a question, then I communicate with them. Or if they respond to my emails and ask me a question. You get it? That's the only time I ever communicate with people. So you don't have to talk to people. And you can make like $600, $900, and $1,400 over and over again. And you don't even have to talk to people, guys, right? I've made multiple 5 figures, thousands of dollars with this business. And I don't talk to people. I don't get on the phone with people. I just reply to messages and emails if I have any. Sometimes I don't have any. Sometimes you don't even have any. Sometimes people buy without even talking to you, right? Sometimes they'll email you first and they'll ask you a couple of questions and then they'll buy, or they'll just buy without even talking to you. That's what happens. And your business is automated, guys. So when you see like people like, hey, I made money in my sleep. I made money while I was out, shopping or whatever, doing my nails. So how do they do that? It's because they have an automated business like me in the background closing sales for you. This automated system, guys, it's closing the sales for you. You're not the one closing the sales. Okay. The automated system is doing it for you, right? The automated system is doing the selling for you. It's doing the selling. It's doing the telling. It's explaining how this business works. It's explaining what they're going to learn inside of the programs. Okay. It's doing everything. So all you got to do is get people to go to your link and put their email in. That's it. You're building your email list, guys. And not only that, like, we teach you how to build multiple streams of income. Like, my friend and mentor, Michelle, she makes $100,000 in recurring income through different affiliate offers. So we teach you like affiliate marketing. So you can have a big email list and then you can have affiliate offers inside of your email list as well. And we also teach you how to create your own offers if you want to do that. So you can have your own offers inside of your email list as well, guys, right? So part of your email list could be promoting this business, and then you just put another email inside of your sequence. You just add it, which is really easy. It takes like 10 minutes. You add another email to your sequence, and that could be one of your affiliate offers. Okay. So that's how you build multiple streams of income. That's one way. And then we teach you how to do social media monetization. That's another way. And then we teach you how to create communities and monetize them outside of social media. That's another way. And then we're always like, we have TikTok shop training now, and we're going to always add more trainings to build multiple streams of income. So just go to sevenfiguremonk.com, guys. If you click on this picture, there's a link in my bio. Okay. Click on that picture twice. It'll take you to the link in my bio. Just put in your email. See, sevenfiguremonk.com, guys. That is my domain, right? You're going to get a domain like that, like whatever your domain is, whatever you want. You have to go to GoDaddy and you got to get a domain, right? We show you how to set this up. Like, you go to GoDaddy, you get a domain. It's really cheap. It's not much. And then you get a professional email address because you need that too. If you're doing email marketing, you need a professional email address, like a business email. And you can get that at GoDaddy. Okay. And you set that up. And then all you're doing is connecting these pages. See, you're just connecting these pages. Hold on. Where'd it go? Yeah. You're connecting these pages right here to your domain. Okay. Then you're going to have your sales funnel is connected to your domain, right? The capture page, the video, okay, and the website. So people go to your website, this website that we give you, and they can buy one of these products, right? The 100, the 300, the 600, the 900, or the 1400, right? There's 10 income streams because there's 5. This is in English and this is in Spanish. So there's 5 programs in English and there's 5 programs in Spanish. That's how it's 10 income streams, okay? As you can see, it says unlock 10 income streams and earn 100% profit. That's how you do it with a done for you digital business. This is a done for you digital business, guys. See, this is e-commerce, right? Like if you have a website and you're selling things, it's called e-commerce. Just like Amazon, they do e-commerce too. The only difference between us and Amazon is they have thousands and thousands of products and we have 10. That's the only difference, but it's the same business model, right? Like people go here and they click, like you have payment buttons, okay? So then they click and they go here and they purchase a product. And then as soon as they purchase, you get paid instantly 100% profit directly to you. You're not getting paid through a company. Okay. You are the company, right? Like if you're doing like multi-level marketing or affiliate marketing, then you're getting paid through the company. But with this, the payments go directly to you. You can transfer it to your bank on the same day. Same day, guys, instant transfers. You just got to pay a little more fees because you're dealing with payment processors, right? So you just got to pay I don't know, it's not even much. You just pay extra if you want to have instant transfers. Otherwise, you just wait a couple of days, right? But it goes directly to you. That's the thing. 100% profit. That's big time, guys. Like, I don't know if you've ever done any side hustle or something. I've done multi-level marketing. I've done affiliate marketing stuff. So like for example, I was doing this multi-level marketing business one time and I was selling a green powder drink. You know, those green powder drinks, you mix it in water, right? And it sold for like $70. Okay. But I only got to keep around $14, right? Which is great because now I can talk about that in my content. Because so I only got to keep $14 per sale and I didn't get very many sales. Like I spent more money than I made, right? So every time I got a sale, I only got to keep $14, right? You see, on average, like, you know, most businesses, they only earn 10 to 30% profit per sale. So I would have needed 100 sales guys to make $1,400. Now I only need 1 sale because our top product sells for $1,400. You see the difference? Now, would you rather get 100 sales, which means it's hard? You need a lot of volume there. You need a lot of people going to your website. That's a lot of volume, guys. So would you rather get 100 sales to make $1,400 or would you rather have 1 sale? I mean, I would rather have 1 sale personally. I mean, it's up to you. Like if you want to do low ticket items, you're going to need a lot of volume. You're going to need a lot of people going to your website. So how are those people going to get there? Either you're going to pay for ads, right? That's the only way you're going to make money. If you have a website and you need people to go to your website, the only way that's going to happen is through paid advertising, which, you know, you're going to have to spend money on ads, and then you're going to have to learn how to do ads. Okay. Ads work, no doubt. They work, but you got to learn how to do that. And you got to have money to play around with. Okay. Or you can do the free strategies, which we teach, and you'll have to create content, right? I don't care whatever business it is, guys. If you have some kind of website that you want to send people to, you're going to either have to do paid advertising or you're going to have to do, you know, you're going to have to create content on social media. That's it. Or you can bother your friends and family. There's 4. It's called the core 4. It's paid ads. It's warm outreach. Warm outreach means you're pitching your offer to your friends, family, and your followers. Okay. Cold outreach, that's the 3rd one. That's when you're cold messaging strangers. Like that could be cold calls. That could be cold messages, like sending people's DMs, cold emails. Okay. Knocking on people's door. That's called cold outreach. Okay. And then there's the free strategies. That is like social media marketing, guys. That's what we teach. That's when you just post content on social media and you send people to your offer, whatever offer it is. Okay. That's it. That's pretty much it. So that's the core 4. You can do it yourself or you can pay other people to do it for you. That's the next level, guys. When you have so much money, you have a business and you have so much money that you don't even have to work on your business. You just pay people to build your business for you. So there's different levels to the game. And then you can have affiliates for your business too. That's another next level. Why do people have affiliates? Why do companies have affiliates? Is it just because they want to help people make money? No, that's not the real reason. The real reason people have affiliates is because that means that's leverage. So they have people out there working for them, right? That's why they have affiliates. So because they get like 70% of the commissions and you only get to keep like 30%. That's why companies have affiliates, because they make more money. It's called leverage. That's why business owners have employees, because that's leverage, because the employees are making them rich. So if you're an employee, all you're doing is making your boss rich. You're just making your company rich. That's what employees are there for. You're actually part of someone's automated business. I know it sucks. I know. That's what you are, guys. Like if you're an employee, you're literally part of someone's automated business. You are. Just like look at Amazon, right? Jeff Bezos, he's the owner, he's the CEO, and he's at the top, but he has so many employees. Like the person that goes to your door and delivers the package, he's part of Jeff Bezos' automated system. Okay? That's what's happening, guys, if you don't know. So Jeff Bezos makes like $150 million a day with Amazon, and then he has employees working for him that are making him money, right? So that's what you want to do, guys. You want to be the CEO. You don't want to be the employee. If you want to be wealthy. I mean, maybe you don't want to be wealthy. I don't know why you wouldn't, but like, if you don't want to be wealthy, then just be an employee. I get it. Some jobs are really high paying. Okay, I get it. Some people come at me. Oh, I make 500,000 a year. Okay, you're the minority. Okay, because only 1% of people in the world make $500,000 a year, guys. Only 1%, right? The global yearly salary is only $10,000 a year, guys. That's the global yearly salary. Okay. Now in America, it's higher. It's like 40 to 60,000 a year, but that's not freedom. 60,000 a year is not freedom. Okay. It's something, but it's not freedom. See, guys, I've lived in other countries. I lived in India. Now the cost of living now they don't get much. They don't get much money there, but the cost of living is super cheap. Like I had this 3 bedroom apartment, and I had a personal chef that would deliver me food every day, lunch and dinner. You know how much money I was paying for that, for a 3 bedroom apartment and my own personal chef in India? I was paying like $400 a month, guys. Okay, $400 a month for a 3 bedroom apartment, a nice one, and a personal chef. Okay, that's what happened. That's why so many people move to Asia and Thailand and stuff. I get it. I get it, because you can live like a king in these countries for far less money. But then you have to miss out on, like, of course, the quality of life is not as great. And then you don't have all, like, the only thing different, I would say, like, the quality of life is better in America. And then we have more options. Like, you can go to concerts, like, you can see any band you want to see. You can go to any sporting event you want to go to. Right. And if you're living in Asia, you can't do that. Like, you can't do that. That's the big drawback. That's the big drawback. Like, you just have less options over there. You have more options in America. But the cost of living in America is ridiculous. If you compare it to other countries, it's ridiculous. Like the inflation, like what they charge you here, everything. It's crazy. If you've ever lived in a if you've ever lived overseas like me, you'll see the difference. It's shocking. It's shocking, guys. But life is hard in some of these countries. Like India is rough. I mean, try living in India for 6 months, guys. Let's see if you make it. It's a rough place to live, my friends, but it's interesting. It's definitely interesting, because I was living in India and I'd walk around. I'd see monkeys on the street. I would see elephants at times. I would see elephants. I would see camels. I would see cows just walking in the street. So it's definitely an interesting experience, and you'll see all kind of random people. I would see snake charmers. There'd be like snake charmers around. Like you'll see stuff you won't see in America, that's for sure. But it's rough there, guys. It's freaking rough. It's hard. So just go here, sevenfiguremonk.com. Okay. Sevenfiguremonk.com, guys. Check it out. Right. This is a business in a box. You can learn the skills to make like $600, $900, and $1,400 over and over again. Okay. You're learning skills, guys. Like learning how to post content and attract customers, that's a skill. And that's how you make $1,400. You're not making $1,400 doing nothing. You got to do something. Okay. You can't just sit around and do nothing. Okay. You got to take action. You got to have a vision. Focus on where you want to go. Stop thinking about, don't focus on your current situation. If your current situation sucks, don't focus on that. Focus on where you want to go. Like I just focus on traveling the world. I focus on driving around fancy cars, guys. I have vision boards. I look at it every single day. I focus on where I want to go and the life I want to live. Focus on where you want to go and take action to get there. And if you don't know where you want to go, well, that's your homework for today, guys. Figure out where you want to go. Figure out what does your rich life look like? Like if you could do anything, if money wasn't an issue, what kind of life would you be living? Okay, what kind of house would you have? What kind of cars would you drive? What would your lifestyle be? Would you be traveling a lot? Would you be hanging out with your family? Figure it out, guys. You got to create your vision. Okay. And then figure out how much it costs, which is really easy to do because you can go to ChatGPT, you can go to AI and be like, help me create my vision. Okay. And then you tell AI everything that you want. And then you can ask AI, how much is this going to cost me? Okay. Now you have a number. Now you have a crystal clear vision. And then you just focus on that every day. Okay. Every manifestation guru on the planet teaches this stuff, by the way, guys. Right. So you have a crystal clear vision of where you want to go. And then you have to have faith that whatever you're visualizing, it's already yours. It's just a matter of time. You got to have that faith. So focus on where you want to go. That's my point, guys. Don't focus on your current situation if that's not what you like. If you're not happy with your current situation, don't focus on that. Look beyond that. And definitely don't look in the past. Okay. The past is history. The future is a mystery. And the present is a gift. Okay. So don't think about the past. Don't think about your past mistakes and all the things you did wrong. And don't focus on all the things you don't have and the things you don't like. Focus on where you want to go. Okay. If you could just do that, your whole life would change. The problem is, see, the law of attraction is completely real, guys, but people aren't following it, right? They're not following it. They're focusing on the things they don't like. And then they're getting more of that because that's what they're focused on. Okay. You got to focus on what you want and where you want to go. That's how the law of attraction works. People don't realize this stuff. They should have taught us this in school. I wish they would have. I wish they would have taught us about manifestation. I wish they would have taught us about how to make money, how to be an entrepreneur. I wish they would have taught us this stuff. I really do. Instead, what do schools teach you to do, really? Think about it. The school system was designed, guys, to create workers. It was designed to create employees. It wasn't designed to create thinkers. It wasn't designed to create manifestors. Okay. It wasn't designed to create wealthy people. It was designed to create workers. What is a worker? A worker is somebody that works for somebody else. Who do they work for? They work for an entrepreneur. So who makes more money, the worker or the business owner? The business owner. Yeah. So jobs were literally designed, guys. They were literally designed to make other people rich. So you don't need to stay in a job your whole life. You can build this business around your job, guys. That's the thing. You can build this business around your job. Most people do. We have 57,000 people in our community, okay? And most of the people in our community, they are people that have jobs and they're just sick of it. They're sick of working, okay? They're sick of being overworked and underpaid, right? We're pretty much the same. We're all just sick of being overworked and underpaid. That's why we started this business, so we could have more time and more income, okay? And you can, everybody in our community is like this, guys. There's a few exceptions. Maybe some people don't have jobs, but they just want to do this business. But most people inside of our business, they have jobs and they do this business around their job. And then when they make enough money with this business, they quit their job. Just like Amy, guys. She started this business, okay? And she was working up to 18 hours a day at one point. Single mother, working up to 18 hours a day. And she started this business and she was posting content around her job, okay? She was listening to training while she went to work. And now she's made multiple six figures. She quit her jobs, multiple six figures. Now she does this full time. This is all she does. She does digital marketing. She promotes this business and whatever other offers she promotes because we teach you how to build multiple streams of income. Okay, so that's an example, guys. And there's more. There's more examples like that. That's just one. There's another one, Victoria. She's made around like, again, multiple six figures, like 600,000 or something. And she started this business, stay-at-home mom. She tried so many side hustles and she failed, just like me. I tried so many side hustles and failed before this. And then now she's made multiple six figures. She bought her new house, paid for in cash. She bought a new Yukon Denali or whatever it's called, paid for in cash because she said yes to this business, guys. A one-time investment. Think about that. A one-time investment, because it's a one-time investment for this business. She turned a one-time investment into multiple six figures, guys. Okay. Now we have multiple stories of this. We've created over 120 six-figure income earners. There's another guy. His name is Daryl. And I saw Daryl's whole journey, by the way. Daryl was homeless at one point. I saw him start this business around the same time as me on Facebook. I remember when he started this business and he was like negative $6 in his account at one point. And Daryl, since he started this business, probably like around a year and a half ago or something like that, maybe 2 years ago, since then, he's gone on to make, again, multiple five figures, over $500,000, and his whole life changed, guys. And I saw his whole journey. I saw him go from like starting the business, and I saw him start getting sales, then starting having a 10K month, a 20K month, a 30K month. I saw everything, guys, happen. I saw it all unfold. All right. Now he did better than me. I won't lie. Like he's gone on to make multiple six figures. I've made multiple five figures. But that's still a win for me because I failed at so many side hustles before this. So many side hustles, guys. I spent more money than I made for years. Affiliate marketing, multi-level marketing, failed completely. I didn't make any money until I started this business. Okay. So what's the difference? Why did I fail? Well, if I look back, the reason I failed is because like the training that I received to promote my business, the training that I received to promote those businesses, it wasn't good. Okay. That was the biggest thing, guys. The training, which just wasn't good. Okay. The training here is top notch. Like we teach you how to attract customers. Okay. Just by posting content. So whatever I've made from this business is because of what I've learned inside of our training, right? That's what you need. You need Wi-Fi. You need social media. Okay. You need 2 hours a day and you need our training. You need our blueprint. That's all. That's all you need, guys, to make 6 and 7 figures. I can say that because I've seen people do it. I've made multiple 5 figures myself, right? So how did I make that money? Well, all I do to build my business is post content and go live, right? That's all I did. I mean, I posted some free ads, but I haven't done that, so much of that. So my money has come from posting content and going live. That's all you got to do, guys. You just got to post content and go live and just share this business with people and share your story. Like we're going to teach you all this stuff. We're going to teach you how to share your story, take people on your journey, share the business, everything. Okay. We're going to teach you how to create top quality content. Content is king, guys. So you set up this business one time. That's a one-time setup. And then after that, all you're focusing on is just creating content. Okay. Just focus on getting better every day. That's all my life is all about now. You know what my life is? It's just focused on every day, guys. I'm just like, okay, here's another day to get better. So what I do? I work on my business, right? I'm a musician too. I play guitar. I work on my music. I have a couple different dreams that I want to accomplish. I want to make millions and millions of dollars with this business and whatever skills I learn from this business. And I also want to become like a really good musician, like a virtuoso. Like write my own song. Like I've written songs, but I want to write like hit songs and like, play with really good musicians and, perform. Like that's another one of my dreams. Okay. So every day I just work on my business. I work on my music. I work on my mindset. I read books like The Science of Getting Rich. I exercise. Like I'm on another mission to get in really good shape. I exercise. After this live, I'm gonna go exercise. I'm gonna go like destroy myself. I'm gonna do burpees. It's gonna be rough, but it's gonna pay off. Okay. So my whole day is just like I want to make the most out of my day, and I just want to get better. I just want to get better at everything. I want to get better with my business. I want to get better with my marketing. I want to get better with my music. I want to get better with my mindset. That's how I approach my day, guys. Like how can I just make the most out of my day so I can just get better every day. That's how I live my life. And that's what my day is all about. My day is just all about personal development. That's what your day should be about too, honestly. Focus on this business every day. Just get better at this business and whatever else you want to do, right? Maybe all you want to do is build this business and make millions and millions of dollars. Okay? Focus on that. Maybe you want to build this business and you have other things you want to do too. Whatever. Just focus on getting better at whatever it is that you want. Like, do you even have a dream? Like, what's your dream? Like, I have dreams, guys. Like, do you have a dream? Do you have a dream? Most people do, right? Like, what did you want to be when you grew up? I wanted to be a rock star, okay? Because I grew up in the 80s and the 90s when music was, in my opinion, much better, and it was pretty cool. And there was MTV, and I was seeing all these musicians and Nirvana and the Chili Peppers, Sublime, all the 90s bands. I was like, man, I want to do that. I want to be like Kurt Cobain. Like, I'm a Pisces too. So, he's a Pisces, I'm a Pisces. So I got that artistic nature, but I wanted to be a rock star. That was my dream, man. Still is. So that was my plan. My plan was actually to be like a rock star. Like, I was planning to go to like Berkeley College of Music to learn how to be a rock star or do something in the music industry. But then, life happened. I got married. I got divorced. I dropped out of college. I quit my job because I was in pain. And then I went on a road trip. And during that road trip, I met monks. And then the monks invited me to move into their temple. So I moved into their temple and I was a monk for 10 years. I traveled around the world as a monk. I was living in West Virginia, then I lived in Manhattan, then I lived in India, then I traveled the world and I did monk stuff and I was wearing robes. Yeah. Well, was that my plan? No. Did I think about I'm going to be a monk? No. But that's what happened, guys. But then I left the monk life because I just had enough of it. And then I started working for a company. I got back into the real world, right? I started working for the company, and then the company cut our pay in half after during the pandemic. Okay. And that's when I realized, man, no, I got to figure this is not the life I want to live. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be overworked and underpaid. I don't want to do this. I need to figure out, I want to get rich because I understand the more money you have, the more options you have, right? Like, how many times do you have to look at your bank account before you buy things? How many times do you have to look at your bank account before you make plans? Okay. Like, seriously, I was sick of that. I was like, I need to figure out how to get rich straight up. Like, how do I make money? Like, how do I make real money? I don't want a job because jobs suck. Like, what do I need to do? And then I was scrolling on Facebook and I found this business, 100% profit, 2-hour workday, make $600 in a day, because at that time, that was the top product. Now we have a $900 product and we have a $1,400 product. Okay. So now you can earn $1,400 in a day. But at the time, the top product was 600. So I was like, yeah, man, send me the info. I want to check it out. He sent me the info and I started the business and I went on to make multiple 5 figures, thousands of dollars, guys, because somebody posted about this business. You understand? So he helped me so much, guys. So you can help other people too. There's people out there that are struggling financially. There's moms, there's dads, all kinds of people, guys. There's so many people are struggling financially. So you can share this business with them and you can help them out. You can change people's lives. And it's only a one-time investment. It's not even a big deal. Like, so many people get caught up in the cost and they completely miss the value. One-time investment, guys. And you can start anywhere from 100 to 1,400. Okay. And there's installment plans, right? One-time investment. And all you need is one sale. And then your business is free. Okay. So many people get stuck up, get caught up in the cost. And I don't really understand that because I wasn't like that. Like, when I was broke, negative $1,000 into my bank account, I didn't care about the cost. I realized if I didn't do this business, I'd be screwed. My life would suck. I didn't care about the cost because when you have nothing to lose. I was like, sign me up, baby. Let's go. And then so many people are so afraid to spend money on a business. But those same people, and maybe you're one of them, you're afraid to spend money on a business, but you're not afraid to spend money to go to your job, right? You're not afraid to spend thousands and thousands of dollars just to go to your job. You're not afraid to do that. And you're not afraid to spend money on stupid stuff. You're not afraid to do that because I've done the research. They say like the average person spends like $2,000 to $7,000 a year on things they don't need. Okay. On essential things. So people are not afraid to spend money to go to a job. And I did the research too. I was like, how much money do people spend on gas in America just to go to their job? It said people spend around $400 to $600 a month, guys, just to go to their job on gas. Okay. And then you got to buy clothes, maybe coffee, maybe other things, stress relief, maybe like whatever it is for your job, guys. Like, how many expenses actually, think about it? How many expenses actually go into your job, right? You'd be shocked. You'd be shocked. Even if you work at home, like I work at home, like you got to buy like gear, you got to buy like electronics, then you got to pay your energy bill, right? You're paying to work. Okay. So people that get caught up in the investment is crazy to me. It's crazy. Doesn't make sense. But I get it. It's just fear, right? It's because you're trying to keep yourself safe. Okay. You're just trying to keep yourself safe. That's what's happening. So you're like, what if I spend money and I lose money and then I'm going to be homeless or something? So you're trying to keep yourself safe. That's why you don't invest in things, right? It's just like your conditioning, but that's not keeping you safe. Like the most risky thing that you could do is not invest, because by not investing, you're keeping yourself stuck in the same situation you are in right now. Okay, like working a job for the rest of your life, that's not cool. That's not fun. Nobody wants to die broke, but many people will because they're afraid to try new things. They're afraid to invest. They're afraid to lose. It's all, what's the common denominator here, guys? It's fear. It's fear. Okay. It's fear. That's why people don't start a business, because they're just afraid. They won't admit it. No one's going to say, "Yeah, I'm afraid." No, like people won't admit it. Was I nervous the first time I started a business? Yeah, a little bit, but it didn't stop me. Didn't stop me. I'm more afraid about dying broke. I'm more afraid about being overworked and underpaid the rest of my life. I'm more afraid about not realizing my full potential. I'm more afraid about that than I am starting a business. Okay. Like you should see, like, what is more scary, guys? Starting a business that can make you rich and free, or, dying broke, being in the same place a year from now. Like, what is more scary to you? I'm more scared about dying broke, guys. Like, that's frightening. That's the last thing I want. I don't want to be overworked and underpaid until the day I die. Okay. If that happens, that's frightening. I don't want to be stuck. I don't want to be stuck in the same place a year from now that I am today. If I'm in the same exact place a year from now, that would be frightening. Okay. That's what you should be afraid of. You shouldn't be afraid about investing, because you got to look at things. You got to look at things with a logical mind. Okay. The wealthiest people in the world, they are investors. They are entrepreneurs, guys. They're not employees, right? The brokest people in the world are employees. Okay. So if you got to use your logic, if the richest, wealthiest people in the world are investors and entrepreneurs, business owners, well, it would make sense to become an investor and a business owner, logically speaking, right? Don't let your emotions get into things, guys. Entrepreneur, don't let your emotions get into things. Use your logic, use your brain, use your God-given intelligence. Okay. I'm just saying. Understand how the world works. There's employees and they're here. They're at the bottom of the money chain, guys. You know the food chain? Well, there's a money chain. So the bottom of the money chain, the people that make the least amount of money, they are employees. They are workers. Okay. Now, who's at the top of the money chain? It's the investors, the people that invest in things, and it's the business owners, it's the entrepreneurs. They are the wealthiest people in the world, guys. Okay. They are the wealthiest people in the world. The only exceptions to that is like, the entertainers, like they make a lot of money too. Because I guess our society values entertainers and our society values entertainment more than it does um, education. Because why are teachers paid so low? Like, I'm a teacher, I also teach, but the pay sucks. So that's just how it is, guys. The world values entertainment more than it values like teaching or military, because the military, they're not paid very well. Okay. It values that. That's just what we value in society. We value an entertainment more than we value like teachers and, you know, doctors, nurses, military, because we pay them the most. It's just a reflection of us, though, guys. It's not like some people are like, oh, yeah, all these athletes get all this money and blah, blah, blah. But that's what because they get the money because that's what we value. Okay. As a society, we value entertainment more than pretty much anything else. It's crazy. Right. Anyways, go here, guys, sevenfiguremonk.com. Check it out. Business in a box. Go here, put your email in, check out the details. If you see an opportunity, get started. If you have questions, reply to my emails. Okay, my friends. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to go. Hope you got some value here. I'm just trying to bring as much value as I can every day. Have a good day, my friends. YouTube. Peace.